Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs, NWO, the New World Order. It's happening today, my friends, and we're getting it with the Ultimate Edition. Of course, available at ringside. Hit the link in the description below. Discount code HERO is going to save you 10%. Pretty exciting moment, too, not just for a Hulk Hogan fan, but anybody that's been following the NWO ever since the Monday Night War started. Yes, we're going to get the NWO title. We're going to get some interchanging hands. We're also going to get the BOA, as well as 3 different options to get all Hulkster mode on you. On the side of the package, we got the name signature right there on the side, as well as right up here on the top. There it is on the back, 6'7" from Venice Beach, California. Oh, the warmth, all the hot. You guys were always curious why the man was always walking around with a hot dog skin tone. Now you know it's always sunny in Philadelphia, as well as Cali too, my friends. You guys got to go visit the area. I know my boy Gizmo, he's been having a blast over there, and now he's only going to have that much more fun when this figgy lands in your doorstep. Let's get it, man. Level of excitement couldn't be any higher than once we actually get this out. Oh, dude, this is so sick, man. Obviously, as you guys can see, the WHF fam, it's the real deal when it comes, and I do want to compare it. I know this Storm Collectibles, we actually got a different option. We got this. You know what? Let's cover the one from Mattel, because Ultimate Edition, he is here right now, and it's finally happened. It wasn't gonna happen. They were kind of just thinking about it, like, should we still release it? Well, he's back on a WWE contract deal. Why wouldn't we? After all, it would be foolish not to. Now, the bow, we have seen it. We actually just got it in a recent battle pack. If you guys are curious, here's the one that we saw with Velveteen Dream. And then earlier, actually, when they were releasing the Hulk Hogan figures, long before the return, this was already put into play. This was actually introduced in his Elite, and it had the same stuff that you're actually seeing on the newer one. Kind of how it has like the black right there, mixing in with the white, all the feathers right there, all accordingly, and it slips on perfectly. If you want to put it on the later Hulkster, we can do it. You know, we're going to put it on the Ultimate Edition, but we want to give you some ideas as to how we can all play with it, man. And play we are. Look at that. There is the NWO belt. Now, here's the thing about this belt. They actually got it in 2 different releases. We got it with the one with the actual, like, 5 belt pack from Ringside Collectibles, and then we also got its own individual release with Kevin Nash, which is the one that you're seeing right over here. You know what? Let's bring this one so you guys can see what I mean. The NWO lettering, it actually started fading back into it all. This one was more pronounced. This was like a fresh spray paint down to it all, and this is the brand new one, and both of them are great. I'm actually seeing like a higher gloss when it comes to this one. I mean, they are very like similar, but as you can see the lettering, yeah, it's all very much faded. And then the one with Kevin Nash, you can see that the red one, here's something different. So if you guys were curious, like, what happened with the red and black? Well, it was right here on Mr. Nash, and we're going to actually put both of them. We got to do it with Scott Hall. We got to do it with both. We got to get the whole NWO squad up in here and see if the glasses, how properly will they fit on the figure. Well, we're going to do it on the Screaming Scan, on the closed mouth, as well as the NWO shirt. And this is really neat because the one that you're actually seeing on the custom figure, that's one that we saw with Big Show. They never released it because keep in mind, Hulkster was never a thing prior to this whole release. This is, of course, talking about like the Hulkster when I mean like NWO. Yes, we got it in black and red and yellow, but this is the one that the whole WHF fam, as well as all those new subbies, man, hit that subscribe button, drop a like if you guys want to see the Hulkster escaping from the packaging. Oh, I do, man. I want to get all these played around with. I want to get this one especially because this is the one that I'm definitely digging. And the gloves, this is really neat. Now, I know you're going to be like, bro, these are just regular black gloves. What is it so exciting? Well, I'm going to tell you, dude. They actually, Mattel, they showed this and they made sure that you guys knew that this feature was going to be a little accent of the Hollywood himself. If you can see right here by the wrist area, right there by where you put the cufflinks, my friends, it is all flared up. Give it that true reflection just the way that he wore it, and it's not going to take any articulation away. You know, I'm going to show you because the ones that are on here, they're going to be the open mic. So options, it's going to be close fist so you can pound the opponent away, as well as get your opponent right there, get them all hyped, get all the Hulkamaniacs riled up, because if they weren't open, this is actually going to make sense as to where I'm going with the story. You wouldn't be able to slip it on. The belt wouldn't be able to go on there. You wouldn't be able to play the guitar, and the whole NWO fam, they'd be like, you knew it was going to come out. It wouldn't be a Hulkster video if it didn't. All right, here it is. Now, the bandana, you can actually remove it if you can't. No, you can, Hero Fakes, because if you couldn't, then ultimately you would need 3 in all, and that way you can alternate it between the Screaming one, the closed mouth, and the glasses. Let's put the glasses on, because I know you guys are curious. I know you want to be like, dude, what is going on? How well will they sit? Will they actually stay on there during the whole fight? I don't think during a fight, but if you do want to do like pictures or poses or anything like that, that shouldn't shouldn't be an issue. You can see that they stay on there pretty well. I'm glad that's not a concern because I know that was my biggest issue, like with really any of the Hulk Hogan figures in prior releases. Now this one is a repaint. Do keep in mind that this isn't actually like the true black and white. This is all red and yellow, and then it got repainted. So the beard, if you're curious, like Hero Figs, where'd you get that scan? Well, again, it had to be touched up. We needed to do it because long before this, I mean, again, we didn't have an option. We were all waiting, and this was almost released. Like it was right there at the end of the line. It got to there, and it's like, nope, sorry, contract deal over. You got to go back, start all over again. And that's the disappointment thing about it. But at the same time, it could be a blessing with it all because now they had all these options to really upgrade and improve. Because before this, it was just going to be the regular Elite. It wasn't going to be Ultimate Edition. The shirt, the belt, all these extras that you're seeing most likely wouldn't have been possible. I know the boa, that's an absolute, like when it comes to Hollywood, you got to include it in there. And same with the shirt. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any ripping that could be done. Because if you do remember, that's what it would happen right before the match. He'd grab the shirt, he'd start ripping it down the middle. And that's the way that they brought the entire thing together. You could see it how it's all divided. So if you want to do like a signature pose, like having them right there on the shelf, I'm already picturing it out, dude. It is going to be a thing. It's so freaking awesome to have this figure, especially when you got all these different posing options. And I told you that we were going to do it, so we're going to interchange it. Now, how difficult? That was actually not that bad. That popped out fairly smooth, just like the man right here is bringing the stash and the grin, and it is. Look at Hulkster. That's the look that he gives you. He's like, oh, hold on, my coffee, a little bit too hot, or is it a little bit too cold? It don't matter. We ain't playing no freaking Three Bears in the Woods. Except when you really think about it, it actually was Three Bears in the Woods. It was Scott Hall, it was Kevin Nash, it was all three of them bringing Too Sweet to start the revolution of all three members, and then eventually developed into half the roster, and things died down, and it's like, dude, everything is diluted, but it's all good because we're going to keep it alive. They brought it back. They tried it with WWE, and it just wasn't going to play out the way that it did in WCW, and I'll tell you the reason why. This energy that you're seeing on this scan, it wasn't reflected the same way, and then also they were about 10 years older, and it just, oh man, it felt so strange. And when The Rock was involved, and Stone Cold, and WWE, and it was the Monday Night Wars finally over, then that's when you knew that all the Hulkamaniacs, this is the scan that you needed in order to rip it. So how are we going to do it? I'll show you. We're going to go ahead and slip it in. We got two slight open right there. We got it all ripped up, and that's how you pose it. And then once you do get down to the torso, you're going to see that butterfly joints. It had to be brought right here. Otherwise, it would have been a missed opportunity because we did see it with Storm Collectibles, and here is the one that we did see. Wrestling Figures, actually the last time that they carried an exclusive to the site, this was the figure, and then there was one that was released down the road, and then there was also red and yellow, but we're not going to get into that. We're going to go ahead and cover what we got going on because that butterfly, it is very much a thing, and this is the good thing about them waiting to finally be able to execute something very similar to what we did see. Now, scale proportions, Storm Collectibles usually scales their figures up a little bit taller. There is a height comparison. You can see that the Mattel version, he's actually staying a little bit taller right there side by side. The articulation, I do want to cover that. The head scan, you'll get a full 360 range. You can have it go this far forward, that far back. Shoulders, we are going to get the butterfly, so you'll be able to execute it backwards. Front, shoulders will flare this far out. 360 on the bicep, double hinge on the elbow, wrist articulation. Here's what we were talking about earlier, how it don't matter how, even though this is flared out, they still manage to cut it within the inside so you can bend it all the way back. Still do all those guitar poses that you want to execute. Now for the ab crunch right here, let's go ahead and see because this is the moment of truth. We can get it about that far forward, this far back, and you're going to get a 360 around the waist as well as on the ab crunch. Now the one plus side that I will talk about is that the belt is actually not interfering with any of that. It don't matter like which way or how far down you want to go with it. None of that should stop you from doing that. Now for the hips right here, you'll get them about this far up. You'll get it this far forward. Upper thigh cut, double hinge right there on the knee, calf rotation, ankle articulation, and of course that toe articulation that we all love. The boots too. You're going to get the Hulkster calf shirt on the side. I know a lot of the prints, especially when it came down to the custom, it was very difficult in order for that to capture right there in like custom decal form. I mean, I'm still going right here with Mac decals. I do believe this one was from Mac. I can't remember exactly where I got the decals, or it could have been curb stomp. It could have been one or the other. All I'm saying is that I'm pretty pleased. I mean, yes, it's not down to the nitty gritty, but I'm still liking all the blue, all the flames coming up right there on the front of the side of the boots. On the inside, we got the W-O. And oh, we ain't stuttering. That's how the song goes. That's how it went. And if you don't know, you weren't following the Hulkster back in the day. And that's why you need to go back to the WWE Network so you can see all that lightning and electricity that the man was trying to bring every single Monday night, as well as the Hollywood name right there in the back of the tights and the NWO strap coming all the way around. Pretty awesome thing. And you guys were wondering what was going on with that motorcycle. I told you we had plans, man. We got to go ahead and put them into play. Alex, you know what I'm talking about. The man brought all the inspiration and the designs. Eventually, hopefully at some point, we get to see them. And if you guys are wondering, yes, this is from the Marvel Legends figure. It works pretty damn good. If you guys want a little figgy hack, there you go. Perfectly in scale with the Ultimate Edition. Look, here it is. Storm Collectibles, you guys did great. I was a big fan of what you guys were doing, but the way that Mattel has brought the Ultimate Edition, this is going to be a 10, my friends. Actually surpassing a 10 due to all the accessories. And I'm going to go ahead and cover it. We're going to do the rundown. We're going to do the whole NWO collection. Let's see if we can fit all of them into the frame, right? So we got 1, 2, we got a couple of options within Storm Collectibles, 3 if you're counting the one in package, and then the boys, you can have them in the younger days, or check it out, you guys, we got later day options. And if you guys saw it on the thumbnail, the Scott Hall, the bad guy, dude, what's up, my friends? NWO has never been brought in this magnitude. Look at all these damn accessories. This is the part that I'm hyping for. Again, if you guys haven't gotten a chance to pick this up, if you guys want to have the freaking Christmas of a lifetime, this is the man that's going to do it. And of course, hit the link right there, WrestlingFigures.com, discount code HERO. Let's bring the Too Sweet Hulkster because we brought it today. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Why the hell are you laying down? Get your ass back up, man.